Hello and good afternoon. I'm making this video in the afternoon for a change as I'm leaving for a 10-day spiritual retreat. तो मैंने सोचा I will give a quick update on how it is going with me after fast and continuing with the series of modern medicine, taking another topic today. See, my weight continues between 72 to 73 no matter how much I'm eating. I'm eating a lot, very much more than before, maybe 30 to 40% more as I used to eat earlier, but still my body refuses to gain weight. So that is the miracle of fasting. In normal days, if you eat a little bit more, maybe 10% more, and a bit of cheating here and there, you would gain weight in no time. But now, because the body has become a fat burning furnace because of those 6 days of fast, it continues to burn fat even though I'm eating a lot and cheating a bit here and there, eating some sugars and eating some a little bit of cooked food more. But uh, that's how it is. That's what about fasting. In my last video, I talked about vaccinations, why vaccinations should not be done to children, how they could be harmful rather than useful to children. Today, I will talk about another very popular treatment which is given to cancer patients called chemotherapy. The book I talked about 25 amazing and disturbing facts about medicine. The second chapter talks about chemotherapy. So it's not about the theory which I am reading. I have seen it firsthand also. I have experienced it firsthand also how chemotherapy is an extremely useless, expensive, and also very dangerous therapy for treatment of cancer. Okay. So I will read from the book to start with what it says about chemotherapy, and then I will share my experience also with chemotherapy as well in my non people. Now it says that over 75% of physicians in the world refuse chemotherapy for themselves and their own family members. So there was a research conducted in the US wherein chemotherapy is extremely rampant. It says that it was done in a group of doctors, asking them which are the various options they would opt for treatment of cancer if they were or either their family members were subject to the treatment. So 75% of them refused chemotherapy. Because they say that it has devastating effects on the entire body and the immune system because of its extremely low success rate. Only 2 to 4% of all cancers even respond to chemotherapy, and they may prove to be slightly life extending, only 2 to 4%. So another data which I had read before, it says that the success rate of chemotherapy is just 3%, that means 97% failure rate is there. If that high failure rate is there, then why to do it in the first place and spend huge money? So chemotherapy is actually trying to kill a small group of rogue cells in the body by injecting dangerous chemicals in the body which go around across every nook and corner of the body. So it doesn't make sense, it doesn't sound logical also that why would you try to spread toxins in the entire body when a small group of cells only is affected. So that is why success rate is very low and it is extremely dangerous and harmful. So it further says the way to beat cancer is to detoxify your body and build up your host immune system, not break it down further by dousing one tumor or one organ with chemicals that pollute the entire system. That is what chemotherapy does. So we can easily understand why chemotherapy had been made so popular, because everything which is being used, any medication that is used in the US, it has to be approved by FDA, and the FDA is extremely commercial there. This book also further says the FDA outlaws doctors from suggesting or prescribing vitamins, supplements, herbs, and superfoods, and chemical therapy is still recommended. So, that is what chemotherapy is all about. In my personal experience, I got a patient who had undergone 12 chemotherapies and multiple radiation therapies also. Still, he would have good effect for some time, and cancer cells would reemerge after some time. And it kept on happening for quite a few years, almost 2 years. And it was last year, third quarter of last year. Then uh, everything, all the treatment was stopped. He was put on natural foods and supplements, and even the doctors were surprised after a few months, 3 to 4 months, when the tests were done in PGI Chandigarh. It was found that he is totally cancer free. Without any allopathic treatment, he was totally cancer free, saving huge cost, huge effort, and huge pain, and huge risk of getting it further deteriorated. So now it's almost 1 year that he is totally can be called cancer free. So that is what a good food does. It is much stronger than modern medicines if we eat it the right way. So obviously, when we have some issues, some problems in our body, maybe like cancer is an extreme disorder, we would have definitely done something wrong with the body. We would have eaten a good amount of wrong food over a long period of time. And once we correct that underlying cause, body comes back to shape, and all the cells start working normally, and immune system boosts up again. So if any of your known persons in your family or friend circle, if they are either undergoing chemotherapy or are intending to go and try this out, just do it little cautiously. Better is not to do. Even radiation therapy is also equally dangerous. And it is always better to consult someone who has good understanding of food. That person, that patient should be put on right kind of food to get relieved of cancer. The problem is, the moment we hear the name cancer, it becomes so overbearing and it becomes so fearful. The patient themselves become so fearful that straight away we run to oncologists, and they threaten us further, uh, and immediately we are put under these modern medicines. And for many years, the patients struggle. So it's always important that to consider the right thing, not to get scared, and then start a right lifestyle and right food, which surely benefits a lot. So hope this video will help, you know, in improving our understanding about cancer and its treatment. So I will put another video maybe after a few days time. I am leaving for a spiritual retreat in some time, and how spirituality and meditation also impacts our health in the right way. It helps in curing diseases. That is another pretty vast subject. I will try to put some of the ideas together and share with everyone how it helps. Maybe when I am there in my retreat, maybe once I am back that time. Until then, goodbye, take care.